I'd rather carry the weight of your tears on my shoulders than carry the weight of your casket, bro. Happy Men's Mental Health Month, my guy. You know, being a man doesn't just mean shut up and work. Doesn't mean you gotta be bulletproof. It doesn't mean you never get to speak. Being a man means you get to be a light for other people. It means you get to guide the way. But it doesn't mean you have to do it alone. I'm here for you, bro.
I didn't really know what depression was. I didn't know what a panic attack was. I just knew that I couldn't sleep, I couldn't breathe, and I thought I was dying. I felt out of control in a way that I didn't understand. I didn't understand what was happening. None of it made sense. The way my body was reacting didn't make sense.
Sun don't stop for nobody, man. Sun don't stop. Sun gonna be up in the morning regardless. That sun is gonna be up in the morning regardless of how I fucking feel and how depressed I am. The sun is gonna fucking shine in the morning. And at nighttime, the moon gonna be there. And you gonna look up, these days gonna keep going by. Or do you just pick it up, figure it out, made some mistakes, life goes on. Let me figure out life from this point. I'm a life goes on type of guy.
I feel like at any moment, kind of my feelings can just drop off into like a really surprised low.
Out of nowhere, for no reason.
Yes. Sometimes with a little bit of motivation to it, right? Or some trigger. But the level that it drops off to, it's too much of a drop for me to not get some help. If it were a little bit and it felt manageable.
No. Depression is a terrible thing. And many, many, many things cause it. And we don't understand. We understand some of them, but lots of them we don't understand at all. And depressed people can go places that are so dark you just cannot imagine it. And it isn't necessarily the case that you can always rescue someone, you know?
I think the video sums it up, the one where I'm on the sofa. I must lay there for like 3 minutes, just staring to thin air. Well, I don't know what I was thinking, don't know what was going through my head at the time, but I was drinking to take the pain away and like put me at ease somehow and like try and forget what was going on, but it makes 10 times worse.
There was a lot of things that happened to me as a young person that were really difficult to deal with, and I found myself alone a lot. Given the nature of a lot of the aspects of my childhood, when that first person offered me an escape from reality, I kind of took it and I ran with it.
Felt like I had no control of myself. Depression is different than regular difficulties. The thing about depression that's so crippling is that it doesn't make sense. My experience of it, it wasn't rooted in what was going on in my world. It was just something triggered this emotional response that I'd never had before. And I felt like I was dying.
I feel like a lot of people used to think that maybe fame means a ticket to complete happiness. And I don't think it makes any difference. I deal with a lot of depression and a lot of anxiety.
Why did you feel the need to be so extreme? For those that are battling mental health issues, it appears that you trying to take your life is really just a cry for help. Could you not use your words?
Words aren't even able to be said, are able to be spoken. You know, my mom, the way she was then.
A lot of people don't want me to make it. A lot of people do protests to cancel my shows. A lot of people do all of this shit for me not to succeed. If you ever come into the feeling of suicide, it's not the way to go.
But when it's pretty steep, it's like, oh man, this feels sometimes scary. There's times where I thought that I'm just not tough enough. I'm not enough to battle this, right?
Right.
And then I get to a point where so many times I tried to stop taking it, and it's like it's too much of a discrepancy that makes things unmanageable to a point where it feels like it's unfair to be that unmanageable to myself. So I get back on it, you know, and I don't think it really bothers me or anything like that, but...
Well, I was old enough, my generation was old enough to look back at the previous generation, but at a certain point go, something wasn't right, and something probably could have been done about it, you know. But I was well into my 30s before that idea even dawned on me, you know, and it came about because I was having an enormous, difficult time just doing some very basic things, you know. And when you realize you have no skills or have deficiencies in your ability to find them.
Do you still consider yourself someone who suffers with depression?
I have not really felt true depression in some time, although I've had 2 big bouts of it in my life. and none since changing my schedule, being in the sun, changing my diet. All of those things really have helped.
Watch the negative light they put me in. All of that negative is transformed into a positive message through me. But you don't see the more pain you're creating by taking that pain away. There's people around you who care about you. You got moms, you got dads, you got aunts, you got cousins, you got friends.
And I think that after years of just going through this pain, not understanding, and many people around me not getting it either, when I went to the last run treatment center, I found out that I was bipolar. And once I found out what I had, it actually helped me. And so I think that there's so many people that have no idea that they're struggling or that they're going through something.
And also, I had no father. My father wasn't around, so my mom definitely felt that she had to wear the pants, and she had to be the dad and the mom, so she was a little extra on everything. She had to just to make sure she got up front of the cross and make sure I ain't try to run over her. And so again, words that was again the loneliness. So when you have no one to vent to, no one to get this out to, you can't bring it to your friends at school. You're still trying to be cool to them. You're not trying to let them know that I got something going on at home.
But drowning yourself in the aftermath of a suicide is not helpful. So there's a good room for self-forgiveness there. Innocent until proven guilty. And you have to apply that to yourself. I think there are times when people are so depressed that there isn't anything that anyone can do.
I would say that music has probably kept me alive more so than anything else. Other than, love from your friends and family, I think that, music is probably the reason why I still am here, because that is how I get out a lot of the stuff that's going on inside of me. And that's how I kind of work through a lot of things. I reflect on my life, I reflect on how I feel, and I get to talk about it.
I'll never stop figuring out what I could do for this community and opened up this conversation where it becomes a good conversation. It doesn't become something weak, because vulnerability is strength.
Even the person down the street at the bodega, at the corner store, the register dude, you buy that person care about you, you know what I'm saying? So you're taking the pain away from yourself, but you're creating more pain